This is the QTV Nightly News and I am Jul Denjai. Thank you for joining us here at the main news headlines. The State Council representing the Attorney General in the ongoing female genital mutilation FGM case has filed an application with the Supreme Court of the Gambia seeking to have the case dismissed. Today, April 7, marks World Health Day, an annual commemoration to honor the founding of the World Health Organization, WHO, in 1948. Jollof Care Center, a non-profit organization, hosted an International Women's Day celebration for female inmates at the Maltu Central Prisons in Banjul on Saturday. Now, in a bid to strengthen the global fight against climate change and other pressing environmental challenges, Greenpeace organized a two-day forum for environmental stakeholders. Now, as part of efforts to enhance cultural exchange between China and the Gambia through music, the Strike Ace Percussion Ensemble, a Chinese musical group, performed a live event at the Sir Dawda Kairaba Jawara International Conference Center on Sunday evening. These and other stories coming ahead. Do stay with us. Thank you very much for staying with us. If you are just tuning in, this is QTV News. Now, the State Council representing the Attorney General in the ongoing female genital mutilation FGM case has filed an application with the Supreme Court of the Gambia seeking to have the case dismissed. The state contends that the Supreme Court lacks the jurisdiction to hear the matter. Usman Jatta was present at the session and filed the following report.
Almami Jiba introduced a bill to the National Assembly calling for the repeal of the law that prohibits female circumcision in the Gambia. The practice, which is frequently justified on cultural and religious grounds, has sparked ongoing national debate. However, on 15 July 2024, the National Assembly rejected the bill following a report from the Health and Gender Committee. Now, Honorable Jiba has taken the matter to the Supreme Court, seeking to decriminalize female circumcision. The Supreme Court was set to hear a preliminary objection filed by Honorable Jiba. However, State Counsel A.A. Wakawa submitted a request to Chief Justice Hassan B. Jallow, urging the court to strike out the case due to a lack of jurisdiction, as outlined in Section 127 of the 1997 Constitution. This section defines the original jurisdiction of the Supreme Court, which includes the interpretation and enforcement of the Constitution, with the exception of matters relating to fundamental human rights and freedoms. In response, Lamin J. Dabo, the lawyer representing the complainants, requested additional time to respond to the State Council's submission before the court. Justice Hassan B. Jallow granted the request and adjourned the case until Wednesday, 8 March 2024, to allow the complainant's lawyer sufficient time to prepare a response. Speaking to the press, Counsel Lamin J. Dabo expressed his appreciation to the court's decision to grant him additional time to respond to the state's application to dismiss the case.
For me, I do not disparage anybody's views on either side of the divide. Obviously, it is a contentious issue, no doubt about that. It is agonizing. But at the end of the day, that is what democratic processes are for. The Supreme Court is sitting there, is the head of the court system in the Gambia. So it's better to go to the courts than, like I said, meet in the streets and start throwing stones at each other. So the court, I'm very grateful to the court for giving me time, because the matter is actually slated for hearing today. But the court was generous enough to give me time.
Honorable Jiba, meanwhile, clarified that although Lamin J. Dabo had joined his legal team, there had been no charges to the overall strategy.
When we met him, he didn't even charge us for a butut as a consultation fee, or even to meet him in general to ask for something. So I think what I would do, ask the entire Gambian Muslim Ummah, the traditional leaders, the imams, the society, and people who are Gambians. We need to make a honorable prayer to lawyer J. Dabo for his stood. I am saying to you free, when we met others were charging us for 3 million, 6 million, 1.5 million, 2 million for a case. So he coming up to take this case pro bonus, free of charge. He didn't even charge us for a butut.
The court's decision will be crucial as it will determine whether the case will proceed or be dismissed on jurisdictional grounds. Osman Chata, reporting for QTV News.
Today, April 7, marks World Health Day, an annual commemoration to honor the founding of the World Health Organization, WHO, in 1948. The day aims to raise awareness about global health issues and encourage actions to improve health outcomes worldwide. Lolly M. Kamara has the details.
Each year, World Health Day focuses on a specific health theme for major importance to global health. For 2025, the theme is Healthy Beginnings, Hopeful Futures, which emphasizes the urgent need to end preventable maternal and newborn deaths while improving women's overall well-being. In a statement marking the occasion, the World Health Organization's country representative, Dr. Nathan Bachiaita, highlighted the importance of this year's theme.
A mother in a rural village should not have to wonder if a skilled health worker will be there when she needs one. A father should not have to pray that the clinic will have medicine for his sick child. A baby should not have to fight for the very first breath of life.
Dr. Bachiaita further emphasized that while the Gambia has made tremendous strides in eliminating trachoma as a public health issue, much work still remains. Strengthening routine immunization programs has been a critical success, but challenges in maternal and newborn health continue to be there.
Almost is not enough when lives are at stake. Therefore, the time to act is now. Imagine a mother in labor miles away from the nearest health facility, with no trained midwife to assist her. Imagine a newborn struggling to breathe because life-saving equipment isn't available. Imagine a family grieving a loss that could have been prevented. This cannot and should not be our reality.
Dr. Bachiaita called for greater investment and collaboration between the government, like-minded health development partners, and communities to make healthcare more accessible, affordable, and effective. He believes that with proper investment, the Gambia can ensure that fewer mothers face childbirth with fear and fewer newborns lose their lives before they have the chance to truly begin to live.
Funding cuts in global health put millions of lives at risk. We cannot afford to slow down or scale back our efforts. If we stop now, we risk undoing years of hard work that has saved lives, strengthened communities, and given countless children a chance to thrive.
Dr. Bachiaita reaffirmed the WHO's commitment to supporting the Gambia in its efforts to save lives and improve maternal and newborn health. He stated that his organization has pledged to expand technical assistance to strengthen health policies and programs, particularly in the areas of maternal and child health. World Health Day 2025 serves as a reminder that while significant progress has been made, much remains to be done to secure a healthier future for mothers and children across the globe. Through continued collaboration, investment, and awareness, the world can work towards a future where every mother and child has the opportunity to thrive. For QTV News, Loliam Kamara.
Now, Jollof Care Center, a non-profit organization, hosted an International Women's Day celebration for female inmates at Mile 2 Central Prison in Banjul on Saturday. The event was attended by government officials, the mayor of Banjul, and the families of the inmates. Ansumana Isonyasi has the details.
International Women's Day, celebrated globally on March 8 each year, honors the achievements and contributions of women. For the female inmates at Mile 2 Central Prison, the occasion offers more than just recognition of their struggles and resilience. It serves as a powerful opportunity to inspire hope, healing and empowerment as they navigate their sentences behind the walls of the country's main correctional facility. Aissatou Jallow and Fatoumata Binta Diop, founder and secretary of Jollof Care Center, respectively, highlighted the importance of the event.
So we just want to show that not everybody here is a criminal. So they just need support and encouragement, and before you know it, they are better people. I just hope that everybody will come and assist them. At least it will also reduce the criminality in our society.
Jollof Care Center also, in its strive, recognizes the invaluable work, dedication, and incredible achievements of the female inmates.
The Mayor of Banjul, Rahim Malik Low, Director of Operations at Mile 2, Commissioner Lamin Sow, and Sea Trade's Regional Representative, Fatou Mbenga Jallow, commended Jollof Care Center for organizing the event.
As the president of Rafaela, which is the locally elected woman in Africa, I think it's my task to be here and to compliment whatever women are doing, not only in Gambia, but in Africa.
The prison is not just meant to keep people behind bars and at the end of the day they go out, but it's meant to rehabilitate people and send them back to society.
How are we able to provide opportunities to inmates to be able to leverage on that, but where they're able to also build their capacity, improve their livelihoods in the prison, but also being able to support their families out there. But more importantly, once they leave the prisons as well, they're able to really utilize those skills and also leverage on opportunities that are out there.
Aissatou Jallow, a representative of the Ministry of Trade, and Fatou Cisse, who represented the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Welfare, both offered words of advice and encouragement to the inmates, assuring them of their ministry's continued support for Jollof Care Center. Jenaba Sow, an ex-convict and beneficiary of the Jollof Care Vocational Training Program, along with Mariam, one of the inmates, shared their personal experiences. Mariam expressed how participating in such an event made her feel and what it meant for both her and her fellow inmates.
I want to thank Jollof Care Center for all the support they have given me. I left prison in August last year, and since then, they have been there for me. I am currently undergoing a vocational training program, and they even helped me secure a job.
So with Jollof Care, they have been helping us a lot. We have been having training with them, like the batik and the tie-and-dye. We've been having the beading training as well.
Following the speeches and the awarding of certificates, it was time to celebrate. Popular music group Bright Stars Entertainment took the stage, with inmates dancing alongside guests and prison officers. It was a rare and joyful moment for these inmates. The event served as a powerful reminder that regardless of their circumstances, all women deserve recognition, support and protection. Answana Nyasi for KTV News.
We will now go for a brief commercial break. When we return, we will enjoy the captivating rhythms of the Chinese percussion band, followed by a solemn tribute to the nearly 1 million lives lost during the 1994 Rwandan genocide. Do stay tuned.
Premium Basalt, now back in stock. In an effort to support the rapid infrastructural development of the Gambia, GATCH is proud to announce that our premium quality basalt is now available at our depot in Saro, near Denton Bridge. Our basalt has been rigorously tested by both national and private laboratories in the Gambia and Cape Verde, ensuring top-tier quality for road constructions, concrete and buildings. Sourced directly from our partner's own quarry in Cape Verde, we guarantee a steady and timely supply thanks to the short shipping distance. We have 03, 38 and 816 basalt in stock to meet all your project needs. Every order is weighed so you receive exactly what you paid for. No guesswork, just precision. Visit us, GATCH Depot Saro near Denton Bridge, or call us at 457-4048 or 533-2009.
It is that time of the year again. The annual Taxpayers Award ceremony is back. The GRA will hold the 7th edition of the Taxpayers Appreciation and Award Ceremony on Saturday, April 12, 2025, and this time at the Cook Ocean Hotel Resort, commencing at 7 p.m. The awards is dedicated to our esteemed and valued taxpayers who consistently pay their taxes and duties on time, file their returns, present original and authentic customs document, present accurate declarations with the right tariff and classification, and comply with the provision of the revenue laws. This grand and spectacular ceremony will be graced by His Excellency the President of the Republic of the Gambia, Mr. Adama Barrow, cabinet ministers, senior government officials, members of the business community and development partners. A memorable night is assured in this year's award ceremony. Remember, GRA is your GRA. GRA is our GRA, collecting revenue for national development.
GRA.
Wow, saja. Ça va? Ça va, bien jam.
Oryx, with you all the way.
Welcome back, and this is QTV News. Now, in a bid to strengthen the global fight against climate change and other pressing environmental challenges, Greenpeace organized a two-day forum for environmental stakeholders focusing on environmental sustainability and activism. Yafatu Gay tells us more.
The key objective of the event was to engage local communities in developing actionable strategies to protect and preserve their environment. By creating a platform for open dialogue, participants were encouraged to share their experiences, concerns, and innovative solutions for tackling climate change and promoting environmental sustainability in the Gambia. The Gambia, like many other countries, faces several environmental challenges that impact its ecosystems, communities, and overall sustainability. Key issues include deforestation and land degradation, climate change and rising sea levels, waste management problems, and more. Here is Kaliba, the ocean campaigner for Greenpeace Africa, and Nishan Tantanarit, the project lead for the Ocean Justice Campaign at Greenpeace.
So for this session, we are here to share with you tips about campaign, how to do a very efficient campaign, and also we are here to bring you items to know what is your right about the environment, how to use justice tools to claim your right.
We work hand in hand with our community, so and I hope that the work that we are building together in Gambia will lead into something meaningful.
Lamin Jassi, Executive Director for the Gunjur Conservationist and Ecotourism Association, gave a presentation on the various environmental issues in the Gambia with a particular focus on the fisheries industry.
IUU fishing and fish meal factories has brought a lot of threat into Gambian waters. Industrial fishing trawlers are reportedly and routinely involved in a range of IUU fishing offenses, including fishing without proper documentation, the use of unauthorized fishing gears, fishing in a run zone, that means fishing in 9 nautical mile zone.
Participants raised concerns about the gaps in laws and policies issues within the fish meal and oil production industry and shared their thoughts on what needs to be done to address these challenges. Maimuna Jabi, a participant, shared some of the expected outcomes following the forum.
We're expecting one. We have requested actually that we need to be stopped to be linked with the Senegalese branch. We don't have a Greenpeace Gambia yet. So this is one of our requests. So we're expecting to at least have a small team in the Gambia after this 2 days workshop.
Greenpeace is an international environmental organization dedicated to advocating for the protection of the environment and promoting sustainability. It is known for its direct action campaigns, research, lobbying, and public awareness efforts on critical issues such as climate change, deforestation, overfishing, pollution, and the protection of biodiversity. Reporting for QTV News, this is Yafatige.
Now, as part of efforts to enhance cultural exchange between China and the Gambia through music, the Strike is Percussion Ensemble, a Chinese musical group specializing in percussion, performed a live event at the Sir Dawda Kairaba Jawara International Conference Center on Sunday evening. Jennifer Sonko was there and filed this report.
The Strike is Percussion Ensemble's over 1 hour electrifying performance captivated the audience, offering a unique display of percussion stage art deeply rooted in contemporary Chinese artistic culture. This ensemble is one of China's rare groups dedicated to developing, preserving, and innovating Chinese percussion art. The group primarily consists of faculty and students from the Department of Chinese Medical Instruments percussion program at the Central Conservatory of Music. Zhao Shangshen charged the affairs at the Chinese Embassy in the Gambia, and the Gambia's Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Mamadou Tangara, both highlighted that the performance of the Strike is Percussion Ensemble in the Gambia aligns with the objectives of the Global Civilization Initiative.
I would like to conclude by borrowing the theme of the Diamond Jubilee celebration, marching in solidarity for self-reliance and national development. Tonight, let's drum in solidarity for self-reliance and national development of the Gambia. Let's drum in solidarity for the friendship of the great peoples of the Gambia and China.
We've seen that culture can blend easily together. The most important thing is for people to interact with our prejudices, to understand each other, listen to each other, and then we can do wonderful things together and transform all the discords, juggling discords into beautiful symphony of brotherhood and friendship, and that's what we witness here.
The Strike is Percussion Ensemble has over the years redefined conventional performance formats through the bold integration of auditory and visual aesthetics. Similarly, Flex Fusion Dance Academy in the Gambia has also redefined dance and drum performances in the country. The two groups came together for a collaborative performance. Their joint performance wowed the crowd, showcasing how two completely different cultures could collaborate for a well-coordinated and brilliant display. Neifatu Jabang is the founder of Flex Fusion Dance Academy.
We got to learn some of their cultural drum instruments and also the rhythms and what they mean and the stories behind it. So it was a learning experience for us, and we were glad that they also loved what we did, and they also learned from the Gambian cultural aspect as well.
Hassan Sise, the director of the National Center for Arts and Culture, applauded the Chinese embassy for fostering cultural exchange and urged them to support the training opportunities for Gambian artists and cultural performers.
The idea is to push this forward so that we will, also, dialogue, with the conservatory, who are here, and then we will be able to send Gambian artists, to China, to build their capacity and also to showcase, Gambian arts and culture.
The Chinese embassy in Banjul will today host the third China-Gambia Bantaba, where Gambian musicians and performers will join the Strike East Percussion Ensemble to discuss innovative approaches to enhance national music and culture, as well as future collaborations. Reporting for QTV News, I am Jennifer Sonko.
Up next is international news. Today, April 7, Rwanda is commemorating the 31st anniversary of the 1994 genocide, during which nearly 1 million people, mostly from the Tutsi ethnic group, were massacred by members of the Hutu community. Mam Nabuka examines the significance of this dark chapter in Rwandan history.
Belgian colonial rule from 1916 to 1962 significantly shaped ethnic tensions that contributed to the Rwandan genocide. The Belgians formalized the distinction between the Hutu and Tutsi groups by introducing identity cards, which solidified ethnic divisions. Favoring the Tutsi minority, the Belgians placed them in power over the Hutu majority, fostering resentment. After Rwanda gained independence in 1962, the Hutu majority took control, leading to cycles of violence and discrimination, ultimately culminating in the 1994 genocide. In the months and weeks leading up to the genocide, Hutu extremists began creating lists of potential Tutsi targets, as well as Hutus who were seen as moderate or opposed to the ethnic discrimination. The killing began on April 7th and lasted for 100 days, resulting in the deaths of 800,000 people. Approximately 2 million people were displaced, losing their homes and livelihoods. The massacre was triggered after a plane carrying the Rwandan president and Burundi's president, both Hutus, was shot down over Kigali airport. Hutu radicals, suspecting the Tutsi-backed Rwandan Patriotic Front, RPF, led by current President Paul Kagame, was responsible, launched a brutal vengeance campaign. However, the RPF eventually took control of the capital and most of the country, effectively ending the genocide. In 2003, the United Nations designated April 7th as the Day of Remembrance for the victims of the Rwandan genocide. The first remembrance was held in 2004, marking 10 years after the genocide. Over the years, Rwanda has made significant strides in rebuilding the nation. However, the small landlocked country of nearly 14 million people continues to face challenges, including inflation and high unemployment rates. As communities around the world come together to commemorate this day, the echoes of this tragic event resonate not only in Rwanda, but also in the hearts of those who recognize the importance of remaining vigilant against hatred and intolerance. In a statement, UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres said, and I quote, "On this day of remembrance, let's commit to being vigilant and to work together to build a world of justice and dignity for all, in honor of all the victims and survivors of the genocide in Rwanda." End of quote. Survivors and advocates continue to share their stories, highlighting the need to confront the narratives that fuel such violence, while stressing the vital role of education in ensuring that the lessons of the past are not forgotten. In Rwanda, memorials are held nationwide, where survivors come together to honor their loved ones and reflect on the resilience of the human spirit. The Kigali Genocide Memorial, a place of remembrance and education, stands as a testament to those lost and the importance of reconciliation. It serves as a powerful reminder that healing is possible, but it requires a commitment to truth and justice. The commemoration is a time to mourn those who were killed and to support the survivors, many of whom still endure the trauma of their experiences. Mamna Buka, reporting for QTV News.
This is all we have for you in this edition of the News Bulletin. Do join us at 10 p.m. for another News Bulletin. Thank you for watching.